Hey you guys, and welcome back to the channel. So throughout the course of today, I thought of one more thing that I wanted to. Wait, I'm asking people to be quiet, bro. Try that one more time. So throughout the course of today, I thought of one more thing that I wanted to add to my 2025 recap. I'm going to make it be this video. I'm not gonna add this clip to the video I'm gonna film already because it's already like 2 hours of footage. But now I make the video so long, that's kind of like preposterous. I think once the video is edited, it's going to be maybe 45 minutes to an hour. So in this video, I am going to talk to you about one more thing that made my 2025 special, and I am going to do gift opening, some late gift opening. Today is January 2nd, and I have the two other gifts that my friend from New Jersey got me. This is a package from Sephora. You guys know I love makeup, so I'm really excited to know what this is. I have a package from Old Navy. These past few months, like, I didn't say this, but favorite brand of 2025, Old Navy. I love me some Old Navy. I love their jewelry. I love their denim. Like, I got my favorite pair of pants from Old Navy. The tanks, fell in love with the tanks. I feel like if you're just a casual, cool but stylish girly, Old Navy is just the place, bro. And if you need something for dress up, they have that too. Like, Old Navy is my favorite store. I'm really excited to know what these gifts are gonna be. So let me just hook y'all up on here. Let's do the Sephora package first. That's some makeup product, like something. Either a makeup product or perfume. Cause last Christmas she got me some perfume. Hold on. She got me a YSL Libre sample. This is how it looks. So I can know if I like this perfume and buy it after a while. So first things first, make us smell the sample, bro. This is how it looks. Wait. I've never been. Alright. What are the notes in this? It a give me a little bit of vanilla, but it also a give me kind of a little bit musky. Smell good. Let me see what else again. I have some K Ali Fleur Majesty. The insane part about this is that they said that this is an exact dupe of. I can't think of the name of it, but they said this is a perfect dupe of a really expensive perfume. It's pink, so I naturally love it. Come on, guys. It's like this. So pretty. That's nice. This reminds me of the Jimmy Choo Blossom, and the Jimmy Choo Blossom. I don't even want to say this. I plan to keep that fragrance because it's one half of my signature scent, and I never want nobody know about it because I'm a favorite in the world. But this reminds me of Jimmy Choo Blossom. Really love it. Fave, fave. We have a winner. This one reminds me of By Rosie Jane. It's my favorite because it's much more subtle. Like it's a gay grown, it's a gay sophisticated. It's giving grown and sexy. Juliet has a gun, but it's not aggressive. It's soft and it's subtle and it's feminine and it's this. So in order from the shampoos that she got me, Juliet has a gun, K Ali Fleur Majesty, YSL Libre. They don't have the package from Old Navy. I don't know what it might be. Obviously a piece of clothes, but it's pink. It's pink and red. Elite color combo. It's this pink and red heart. Cutest thing in an entire world. But I think I might have to try it out for the vlog. Like, hello? Gap. Una no say. Me and Gap, me and Old Navy, we're gonna have a brand deal. I'm just letting you guys know now. These are the PJs, but I'm putting them back so you can see. It little big. It look just little big. It's so barely big. It's a little bit big, but it's house clothes, so that's okay. I'm not gonna be going outside. This is for a lingerie anyway. You know, and a lingerie with tights anyway. So I think this is really cute. I really like the color combo. Like even for Pinkmas, I did a pink and red theme. But just think say pink and red, really good stuff. So I really like this. As I say, guys, it little loose, but it's house clothes. It has pockets. That's a plus. I really like it. I've been wanting like just a really cute, comfortable set of PJs for such a long time. Like
one more thing.
I put in notice at my job. At the time of this video is Friday, January 2nd. My notice is on January 5th, which is Monday. I'm off the whole weekend, so I'm gonna go back Monday. That's all. Hasta luego, bro. It has been so kind to me. Some of like what they've done, I can't go step on the net, bro. I can't go incriminate myself, but just know that everybody has been no, not everybody, but the people who I have enjoyed working with have also enjoyed working with me, and they have made like this time of transition, like me moving on from the job, so special. It's just a handful of people, but it really truly means the entire world to me. And it actually ties into one thing that I forgot to mention to you guys that made my 2025 really special. Yesterday I got some gifts, and today I have another gift. It's hard to tell what this might be, but me, I'll open it up and see what's what. We have, what is actually this? I don't really know what the meaning of the Indian planet either. Oh, I assume say this is a bathing suit. 'Cause it can't really be anything else. And you just tie it. It's actually kind of cute. I love the color though. I love the color. Anyway, so I could talk about the final thing I wanted to tell you guys about 2025 that made my year extra special. Earlier in the year, like in a December of 2024, the job that I currently do, I quit it. At that point, I'm going to education, so I'm take a long assignment for working on a classroom with little first graders. The experience was uniquely like that job. It got to a point after a while I really didn't want to do the job anymore. I felt exhausted. I felt frustrated. I felt stuck. And so that was like the bad part. But the good part was that like I had little Spanish kids in my class, children from Honduras, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Guatemala, all these different kind of places that I've never met anyone from there. But the little children in my class were like a boiling pot. Like they had so many different kinds of children, and especially Spanish children. And I got good good, 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 good practice with my Spanish. Like my Spanish got so good. Like working with them, I would just be like, "Como se dice?" And they would say this or this or this, and then I would like say it over again, and they would correct me. Little children, helping me to get better on my Spanish. And during that period, like if I would meet Spanish people, I would be able to talk with them in public and like just talk to them, hold a conversation with them, and certain kinds of things like that. But that was a blessing. I haven't got much practice with my Spanish, so naturally, like it not so good right now. But I had that class on my own for maybe a month and a half, 2 months. And then, like the final month before I quit, I ended up with the senior teacher, and I was basically her assistant, to put it simply. So they merged both of our classes together, and then we were basically working together with a class of maybe like 35, 40 kids every day. But she was the sweetest woman in the world. She was a Christian. She is a Christian because she did, but just referencing back to this the scenario in the past. She was a Christian, and she was just the kindest, most gentle lady. Like I would see her diffuse tense and frustrating situations with the students so seamlessly. Like her self control and her gentleness and her patience was literally out of this world. Well, anyway, when we put in a notice, come eventually get fed up. And when I put my notice in, on my last day, I didn't tell her that I was gonna leave until like the day before. I don't know, like we're just naturally kind of secretive, guys, and that's the truth. Anytime that she would be out for a sick day or anything like that, she would always let me know. She up higher than me, like, but she treated me with so much respect and so much courtesy. Whenever she was gonna be out, she let me know, and certain kinds of things like that. So I'm gonna feel like it wasn't right for me to just never show up again without at least letting her know, hey, I'm not gonna be back. So the day before I left, I told her I was respected. I wasn't supposed to say her name, Miss Dylan. You've always been so kind to me. You've always been so courteous and so respectful. And I feel like me owe you the courtesy for no say I'm gonna be moving on and certain kinds of things like that. But she already knew. She kept the secret so well I couldn't tell that she knew, but she already knew. So earlier in the week, I a student came late to the class, and I brought them to where all of the rest of the class was, because that's what you have to do. You have to walk that one student to where the rest of the children are. And when I walked the late student to the rest of the class, I saw that Miss Dylan was in there with the rest of the students. And I was like, that's weird, because normally, like, that would be both of our free time. Like, the kids would go to like a resource teacher or something, and we would basically be working together in the classroom to mark papers, clean up after breakfast, just any little different thing that needs to be done. But I saw that she was in there with them, and I was like, that's weird. But I didn't think much of it. So the next day, on my last day, they created a whole thing, a whole album. Let me show you guys. For some reason, I can't find back the album that they made me. Anyway, they made me an album. Like, it all made sense why the teacher was in there with the class because she was making them write on flashcards. I'm so bummed that I can't find it. I don't know I don't know where I put it. Like, I was just cleaning out a lot of stuff out of my room. I just cleaned out my bookshelf, and I would hate if I accidentally threw it away. She was letting the children write on little flashcards, and they each wrote, like, she gave them, because they're in first grade, them can't really come up with their own sentence and things like that. So she gave them different sentences. So the kids shows, like, some of them said, "Thank you, Miss Edwards. You've been such a great teacher." Da da da. And then they drew their little pictures. They drew their little pictures and they all wrote their names. It was so sweet. She also got me flowers. The craziest thing about her getting me flowers, I was talking to the little kids. Like, I always talk to little kids about flowers. Can you know I pity them? They want to talk about flowers, colors, every little silly thing. So, little kids always want to know how old you are, what's your favorite color, if you have a boyfriend, all that kind of stuff. And so they would ask me, like, what's my favorite color? And I would always tell them pink. And, like, if they have like a flower on their backpack and things like that, I would say, "Oh, I love your backpack because it has flowers and I love flowers." So you just share little details about yourself in passing. I remember one time the little kids asked me if I had a boyfriend. He was like, "Tienes novio?" I can't remember the Spanish for "do you have a boyfriend?" I'm telling the guys, I'm so rusty. But kids always want to know little details like that. And I shared with the children, never spoke directly to Miss Dylan about, like, my favorite bike man. God, please remove the bite, man. So the teacher got me this. I'm going to try to put it up. May I go? I think I'm pretty sure I have the photos. And I may also have a photo of the album that they made me, but she got me pink and white flowers. Cut the show. So sweet. Pink flowers? Are you kidding? It's so special when people feel like a space has been better because you've been in it. It's so special when people can think about the time that they've had with you and decide that it was a blessing. So it was truly like, it was incredible. I've never felt so seen. Like, it just made me feel seen. I was like, that how thoughtful does somebody have to be to listen to what you say to little children and act on it? Like, oh, you even know this, bro? Simply by listening. Like, it's insane. And I feel like that's why we have to have high standards, to be honest, as women. Because if people actually just listen to the words that you say out of your mouth, why is your man gifting you a pot set and you've wanted a vlog camera for 4 years and you told him that there was one on sale at Best Buy? Get real. Flowers are so amazing because it's so easy and it's so simple and it's so affordable, but it literally means the entire world to me. That was the last thing that made my 2020. That was simply one of the best days out of my entire year. I've never, like, when they did that, when she did that for me at the school, because I had so many ups at the school, like warfare and all that kind of stuff like that. I'm sure there was a lot of witches and be something like that. So a lot of people didn't like me. Like, even when I was walking to the car with the flowers, some people were like, irks. Nobody never gave flowers, and that's why you're mad. Anyway, that was special, and that was my first time that anybody ever did that for me. I was leaving a job. I'm thinking that's because I always quit job the day when me I quit. Like, I always just walk off, but that's not appropriate. I've grown past that. Now I give notice and I do things honorably, and to touch. And I'm so happy that because that reminded me about doing things honorably. The last day of that job, I was supposed to, well, I had the choice to choose to orient on that day. So I could have choose food, not go the last day of this job and orient for my next job because I already had the other job set up. And I was advised, don't go on a last day on a job, got an orientation and get back to making money. But I just felt in my heart that I wanted to be honorable. If you tell somebody that a certain day is your last day, you go on your last day. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just never feel like that was right for me. Did them the notice and serve out the notice almost completely, and then on the last day just decide that it's heck y'all. You get what I mean? I say, like, I said, no, I don't think that's honorable. And the person who I said that to actually got a little bit agitated, and they were like, "You talk about honor and we talk about money, bro. And money has its place, and we do strive to get to the bag." But I just was convicted to honorably leave that job, and I feel like it was like only God. Like, how I saw how the day went, I realized, God, you are like, you're something else. Because if I had skipped out on that day, like they would have had gifts, they would have had flowers, they would have had like the little photo album. No, Miss Edwards, I didn't come because I wanted to get back to making money faster. But that would have been dishonorable, and that would have just like, how would that have reflected on me, knowing that they made all of those preparations to honor me on my last day, and me decide to me now come. So it just taught me a lesson on honor, that when you do things the proper way, sometimes it brings about a result that you could never expect. And it's the same way with this job that I'm leaving now. Like some people, there are a few people who have made it so special and have made me feel so appreciated and so seen. You get what I'm saying? And it truly blesses my heart, as opposed to when them just say, I just walk off of the job and say to heck with all of you. And that's just not really how you do things. And honestly, God never said this, and me I said this, but I feel like I've observed that when God is truly calling you to move on from a place, He will never call you to do so in a way that's dishonorable. That's honestly what I've observed in my own life so far. I feel like when God is truly tying up loose ends, He will want you to, as far as possible, do it in the best way that you can. So that's really all, you guys. That's really no more 2025 recap, refocus, revisit. This is all, as I'm telling you, this is gonna be its own video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please buckle up for the 2026 content, because it's gonna be unlike anything you've ever seen. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for clicking on this video. God bless you.